Hey friends, knife detector here. Should I feel guilty about this? I have a conversation coming up. Hopefully you guys are ready for it and help me out with it. I don't know how I should feel about this knife I'm about to open. I saw it on eBay. It's a Bear & Sons or Bear MGC knife. I couldn't really tell on the tank stamp based on the pictures. But what I could tell was that it was filthy dirty. It was filthy dirty, and the seller left out a lot of important information like the size, the condition, if there was any play, stuff like that. So I went ahead and I messaged the seller, and this is where the guilt comes in. I messaged the seller 3 questions. How long is it in the closed position? I can't remember the second question. I think it was something like, does it have any play or anything like that? And then the third question was, did you find it in a sewer? That's the question. And I admit there was some sarcasm in that question, but I wanted to know sincerely if it was a metal detecting find, because the picture showed a knife that, in my opinion, was very dirty, and some of those stains look green. And if I can, I'm going to put that picture right here. And if you found it in a sewer, then I need to take extra care with it, which you should always take extra care when you clean a knife. But he responded back with no, that he lost his dad. His dad passed away less than a year ago, and he has to sell some of his stuff, that those stains are a result of hard work. So I feel guilty about it. My question is to you, should I feel guilty about it? I went ahead and I told him I bought the knife. And I sent him a message. I'm sorry about your dad. I bought the knife. I was just wondering if it was a metal detecting find. I hope you don't mind, I told him, but I'm going to clean it. And then he said, that's good. I would want for you to clean it. And that was that. And then when I purchased it, he said, thank you for the purchase. And that was that. This is that knife. I'm going to open her up. This is my lunch hour, but I want to make this video right now because I have some time. And let's see. I'm wondering 2 things. One, did he leave the knife in the current state where it was dirty? Or did he clean it up before he gave it to me? And either way, it doesn't matter because I'm going to clean up the knife. He may not know a lot about knives, but guessing based on what I've seen on his eBay channel. But he does have other knives for sale. So I might put the link in the description. And if you guys can give him some business, that might be nice for him so that you can buy some things from him and help him with his little eBay store. Okay. So let's see what I got, guys. I'm going to take this marbles knife and open her up. Okay, first off, I am seeing a box. That's not what I had seen in the picture. Okay, he put it in a box. A box coming apart. Okay, I'm starting to see the knife there. All right, this box is, as you can tell, I think it did its job. It protected the knife in its travel. And we're going to take a look at that knife. I don't know what brand that is. Maybe it's a cologne or something. Universal Control. No idea what that is. But here's one of the bolsters of the knife. As you can see, it is still quite dirty. And this is the knife. So, yeah. It's got some stains to it, but it looks like all the pieces are there. See that? Now you know why I asked a question. Those stains have kind of like a greenish tone. And in here we can see that this knife looks like it hasn't been dropped based on what I can see here. And look at that. Yep, I'm definitely going to have to wash my hands after handling this knife. But I think it was a legitimate question, why I asked what I asked. This could just be mud, dirt, maybe from working with cement, construction. Could be all of those things. Yeah. So I'll be giving this a good little bath. And first I'm going to give it a wipe down with some soap and water. Let's see if some soap and water will do anything to it. And if I can find the soap and water, I'll put it here. If I can show it to you after I give it a bath. Taking this very fine steel wool, I'm going to clean it up a little bit. The fine steel wool doesn't really do any damage, but I recommend you use it with water. And this thing is dirty, let me tell you guys. It's really dirty. I'm just doing the outside. Notice I'm using the blade closed right now. That's what I'm doing. And I'm not going to give it a complete cleaning for the sake of this video. This is just a quick cleaning. Just to see what we got underneath, right? And you know what? I got this knife for a great deal. This knife was $15 in shipping. All in, $22.69 for a Bear MGC. And the Bear MGCs, I'm sorry to say, I think maybe that era of Bear is a little nicer than the Bear & Sons. I don't know why. That's just my opinion. The Bear and Sons knife, I just showed you a while back, the bone handle. That was second cut that I told you I believe was second cut when I bought off an eBay seller. They're not listing it as second cut, but it was second cut, pretty sure. Guess what? The handle on that bone Bear & Son knife, one of them started coming off on me. And I had to kind of re-glue it. But that is a story for another time. My experience with the MGC era is that they're made more durable. Now let's get into the scary part in here. Okay. Now remember, this is going to be just a quick cleanup, just to see what we got underneath. And I'm going to rinse it. And you always need to be very careful when you're cleaning around the blade. I haven't even checked to see how sharp this knife is right now, nor do I want to, because in its current state of being dirty, you know, I don't want to be infected with anything. Yes, I should be using gloves, I know, but I'm not. In fact, I recommend using gloves whenever you're going to clean a knife like this that's used and filthy, or if you can, use gloves anytime that you're going to go this deep in doing a knife cleaning. I have some steel mesh gloves that I used in a very old video where I pulled a possum out of my daughter's car, if you're interested. It's way back there in one of my earlier videos. Okay. Get those little stuck-on bits of whatever that is. Man, that's deep. Yeah, so this is going to require a lot more cleaning, but I can already tell this is a decent knife. You guys know that brand new these knives run about what, 50 bucks, 60 bucks, something like that. And to be fairly honest, this knife looks like it's had very little use. I'm checking the sharpness. It's got a flat edge right there, flat spaces. So this knife was used, and somebody worked very hard at using this knife. I hope that the seller of this knife kept some of his dad's knives. I hope he didn't choose to sell them all. I hope he kept the best ones, because I know his dad would have wanted him to keep that. On that subject, I sometimes get viewers that send me messages and emails and say, hey, I found this knife. It used to be my dad's. Can you tell me about it? So I help them out as much as I can. That's what this channel is about. I make videos about knives that, are more traditional and maybe you haven't seen or heard from in a while, but maybe your parents had. Maybe your mom had a knife, maybe your dad, maybe your grandpa, grandma, aunt, uncle, somebody like that. And then and all of a sudden, now you have it. See? Okay. I think that's about as deep as we're going to go today on that. And, and what am I using? Just so you know, it's this wire mesh and good old-fashioned Dawn. Okay, that's what I'm using. All right, let's see what we got here. Let me give a little cleanup on this bad boy. I have to tell you, this is a beautiful knife. It is a beautiful knife. It's got a couple of nicks and scratches on it, as you would expect from a user, somebody that uses their knives. I still have to clean the inside. It's a little cruddy in there, but look at that. It's a 5-inch closed laminate wood nickel bolster knife. One pin here on the pivot for the spring. It's got some dings on it right here where it looks like he dropped it. It's got a couple more scratches and dings back here, but nothing major. Some of this will buff out. Yeah. Beautiful knife. Beautiful knife. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm trying to close it right now, and this spring is solid, guys. Solid. Look at that. Got some crud in there. I'm just going to get some of that crud off. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's check the walk and talk. It's not oiled. It's probably still really cruddy on the inside. But let's see. Decent walk. Decent talk. Ain't that a beauty, guys? Man. I think I paid a little too bit less for this knife, you know, honestly. But I hope that the seller kept the best for himself, because I'm pretty sure his dad would have wanted that. All right. So let me know, guys. Should I feel guilty about that comment? I genuinely suspected that it may have been found in a sewer. I genuinely suspected that. Should I feel guilty about buying this knife? That sounds like a thumbnail title to me. All right, guys. You take care. God bless you, my friends. If you like knives, you're in the right channel. I think I'm going to try and expand my Bear MCG or Bear & Son knife collection. Even though I had that bad experience with that second cut one I bought from a dealer that just probably sells those. I think I'm going to explore and buy a few more, but I got to be more careful. There's some quality Bear knives out there. Some quality ones. Yeah. Yep. Bit more cleaning I need on this. All right, y'all. Tell me what you think. Please let me know. Should I feel guilty about it? Thanks, guys. Take it easy. God bless. Have a great one. The weekend's coming up. Hang in there. You can do it.